All right, hello, pre-algebra faithful. Hope you're doing well. Today we're on to Unit 9, Lesson 6, Volume of Cylinders. Okay, so what's nice about today's lesson is very, very similar to Volume of Prisms. Okay, so if you remember, the volume of a rectangular prism is the base times the height, or a triangular prism. So whatever the rectangle is times the height connects the bases. Same with the triangle. Find the area of the triangle, connect the bases. It makes it 3D. So that's our basic formula for pretty much any shape like this, prism or cylinder. What is the area of the base? It's the circle. So how do you find the area of a circle again? Pi r squared. So you need that radius. All right. You can start with the diameter and get to the radius by dividing by 2. That's fine. So the broken down formula is pi r squared, height, base, height. So let's put it into play. Here we have the radius, we have the height. So here's the r, here's the h. This one, they gave us the diameter, so we're going to have to work on that, and the height. Height connects the circles, height connects the circles. So the volume is going to be pi 6.1 squared times 12. All right, you just type it in just like that, 6.1 squared times 12, and you get 1,402.8. We're rounding to the nearest tenth, which is pretty much standard issue at this point, unless I otherwise say different. Oh my goodness, I'm at the bottom of my screen. Remember, volume is cubed, so feet cubed. Boom. That's 1,402.7 if you can't read it. All right, so over here, they give us the diameter. So what we're going to do is we're going to chop it in half, divide by 2, and get 5.7 is the new radius. So we're going to take radius squared times pi times the height. So 5.7 squared, pi times 5, and you get 510.4 meters cubed. That's a 0, not a 6. Boom, 510, not a 7. Oh, handwriting is bad today. Please forgive. All right, flip on over to 587 now. Looks like my book is having trouble. Hold on. Oh, it just flipped over. Okay. Now, what do you do if I want to find the height? So here we don't know the height. We know the diameter. We know the volume. So we're going to still use that same equation. Volume equals pi r squared h. So volume, that's a 5, equals pi. Now, they gave us the diameter, so we have to chop it in half to get the radius of 5. Always double check that. And we don't know the height. So how do we get this h by itself? We have to get rid of these two things. So you can do it all at once. If you do that, put a parenthesis there. Divide by pi 5 squared. You could say pi 25 if you know 5 squared. So 5, 49.5 divided by pi 25, and you get 6.996, so it's 7 because the tenths. So the height is 7 yards. Notice this is not cubed because it's a distance. Distances are one-dimensional, areas are two-dimensional squared, and volume is three-dimensional cubed. Now, finding the volume of composite figures, right? Here you have two rectangular prisms and a cylinder, so you just find each, add it to the cylinder, and they kind of walk you through that here. This looks like a little Lego block. They say it's a plastic building brick, so maybe it's a knockoff or a minor brand. So let's start with the easy one, which is rectangular prism. Remember, that's volume equals length, 5 times width, 4 times height, 12. I chose 12 as the height because it connects the bases. Length and width of the rectangle times the base, the height. All right, that's 20 times 12, which should be 240. Let me just double check that. Did it in my head. Yep, 240 inches cubed. Over here, the cylinders are 3 across and 1 deep. So it's going to be 1.5 squared pi times 1. Now, you don't need the 1 because 1 times anything is itself. And you get 7.1. Add them together, and you get 254.2 inches cubed. Do whatever it takes to dominate this lesson. Talk to you soon.